Well, we have big news coming in from Himachal Pradesh. Minister Vikramaditya Singh has stepped down from his position a day after the Rajya Sabha election result in the state. As Congress licks its wounds from its RS poll debacle in Himachal Pradesh, the BJP is saying that the Sukha government has fallen short of confidence in the legislature, where 6 MLAs cross-voted in the Rajya Sabha polls. Rajendra Rana, who had passed over for the cabinet berth earlier, had 5 other MLAs led the dissent in the Himachal Congress. Deependra Hooda and DK Kumar have decided to meet with the dissident MLAs to pacify them. Meanwhile, Jairam Thakur has met with the governor on the issue. The 6 rebel Congress MLAs had moved to Haryana and have now returned to attend the Himachal Assembly session. The Congress has 40 MLAs in the Assembly, and its candidate Abhishek Manu Singhvi was in fact expected to win comfortably during the voting for the only Rajya Sabha seat in which elections were held on Tuesday. 6 Congress MLAs and 3 independents supporting the government reportedly cast their votes for Harsh Mahajan, who was the BJP candidate. Let's listen into Vikramaditya Singh, who had just stepped on from his position as a minister.
वर्तमान परिस्थिति में मेरा इस सरकार में बने रहना ठीक नहीं है, इसलिए आज मैंने ये निर्णय लिया है that I am resigning from the Council of Ministers. मैं इस सरकार से एक मंत्री के रूप में इस्तीफा दे रहा हूं, जो मैंने निर्णय लिया है. आने वाले समय में with due consultation with our people, मैं सबसे बात करूंगा. जो हमारे चाहने वाले हैं, हमारे लोग हैं, हमारे समर्थक हैं, उनके साथ बात करके, उनके साथ चर्चा करके, उनके साथ विचार विमर्श करके आने वाले समय में फ्यूचर कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन को जो है वो डिसाइड किया जाएगा. उसके बारे में मैं अभी कुछ ज़्यादा ना कहना चाहता हूं, ना कह सकता हूं, मगर आज मैं केवल इतना साझा कर रहा हूं. विद ऑल ह्यूमिलिटी, विनम्रता पूर्वक तरीके से मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि मैं अपने पद से जो है वो अपना इस्तीफा मुख्यमंत्री जी को और राज्यपाल जी को, जैसे भी जो भी प्रोसेस है उस तरीके से सौंप रहा हूं, और आने वाले समय में जो परिस्थिति होगी उसके हिसाब से जो है वो कार्यवाही आने वाले समय की उसको किया जाएगा. और मैं फिर से प्रदेश की जनता का दिल की गहराइयों से धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे ये मौका दिया.
I'm joined in by my colleague Brijesh Pandey, who is also our input editor. Brijesh, big development in fact, fast-paced development. We have Vikramaditya Singh stepping down. What is this going to be as an impact for the Congress right now? Because we had Deependra Hooda as well as DK Kumar heading to pacify them, but it looks like the party is cracking from within.
Well, I think, this is a very well-planned move, Varghese, if I may say so, as far as dealing with this particular Surender Singh Sukhu's government. Vikramaditya Singh has been a claimant for the post of Chief Minister. He and his mother come from a royalty in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and at that point of time, there was a lot of dissension about whether they would get to be in the chief minister, and the party decided in favor of Surender Singh Sukhu. It looks like that, what happened yesterday when 6 of Congress MLAs cross-voted for the BJP candidate was just step A in ensuring that there's put a lot of pressure on the Congress leadership to make sure either you go for instant removal of Surender Singh Sukhu, or after Vikramaditya Singh stepping down, it looks like that the Himachal government is all set to implode. And nothing could be better for the BJP, who would now would want to make an outreach, or perhaps they would have already made an outreach to Vikramaditya Singh, anoint him as the chief minister, and make sure that there's a BJP government there in the state of Himachal Pradesh. I think we'll have to wait and watch for some time to see whether the Sankat Mochaks, DK Shivakumar and Deependra Singh Hooda, they are in a position to pacify the disgruntled elements and make them see that they should stay back in the government. But going by what is happening right now, as events have been unfolding in the last 24 hours, Varghese, I can say for sure that Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu's days as chief minister is almost over. I think, these Vikramaditya Singhs and others who are not happy with the functioning of Sukhu will drive home a very hard bargain for the party, and looks like, going by the way things are panning out for the Congress party, I think the Congress leadership also has no other option but to remove Sukhu and appoint somebody else who is acceptable to both sides as the next chief minister of Himachal Pradesh.
It is the lone seat that it was supposed to be an assured win for the Congress that went out because of internal dissent in the Congress, and Vikramaditya Singh also stepping down from his position from the Council of Ministers. Let's listen into reactions coming in from DK Shiv Kumar, as well as what Mallikarjun Kharge had said when it came to the issue in Himachal Pradesh.
I don't know Congress party. I've just issued a direction that I should be there. See, I don't know why BJP is in such a big hurry. After all, there are 2-3 states, and any government should have a strong opposition. It is not right, and the democratic values, if such type of horse trading, someday it may boomerang. So, this is a very bad precedent which is going on in this country. Anyway, I am confident that all our legislators will be very loyal to the party who has been elected.
Did you have any word with them, sir? Because they are
No, I am not. I'm just going there. A team is going there, not me alone. Team is going there.
आपकी चुनी हुई सरकारें गिर जाती हैं। हिमाचल प्रदेश में आपकी सरकार पे संकट है। तो इससे जुड़ा प्रश्न मेरा ये है, ये ऐसा क्यों? और क्या कोई विचारधारा का कोई अपना वजूद नहीं है पार्टी में कि लोग विचारधारा से जुड़े, जीत के बाद टूट जाते हैं और छोड़ जाते हैं?
देखिए, जो अपने सिंघवी साहब का अभी रिजल्ट नहीं निकला, बराबर है 34-34, लेकिन सरकार चुनी हुई गवर्नमेंट को उनको आस दिलाकर अगर ले जाती है, बनी हुई सरकार को तोड़ती है, तो ये कौन सी डेमोक्रेसी है?
Well, this is what both of them are saying. We have Mallikarjun Kharge, in fact, also saying that the manner in which the breaking of the government is there, that is a cause of concern. But at the same time, we have DK Shiv Kumar saying that he's not met with them, but he's been asked to speak with them. So it looks like the pacification process is there. But will it be the breaking of the party or just the replacement of Sukhu that we are going to look at, Brijesh, over here? Because on one side, of course, it looked like a calculated risk on the dissenting MLAs on trying to remove Sukhu with a message being sent to the party through the RS elections. But is that going to be the case, or are we going to in fact see that some kind of patch-up is possible, or is it just that the party is breaking from the centre itself?
I think, in the next 4-5 hours, or by the end of the day, there'll be a lot more clarity. But Verghese, since we have been tracking this story very closely since yesterday afternoon, one thing is certain, that Vikramaditya Singh also figured out that, now is the right time to strike when the iron is hot. And this entire thing was being planned in the last, a week or so. Because if you remember, Vikramaditya Singh, his mother, then the statement which he's made out in the press conference saying that, that the votes were sought in the name of Veerbhadra Singh, Raja Veerbhadra Singh, and his legacy, and, how he was consistently humiliated by Sukhu's government, by his acolytes and all. It is one thing is very clear that that the change of guard has to be imminent. It has to be there because now the real picture is emerging out. Because earlier what we had been given to understand is that there are 6 MLAs who have cross-voted. We were also told by sources within the Congress party is that 3 to 4 more MLAs are disgruntled with Sukhu's style of leadership, and the Congress party will talk to them, will pacify them, and will make sure that if push comes to shove, then they will try to affect the change of guard as far as Himachal is concerned. Now with Vikramaditya Singh coming out clearly, holding a press conference, stepping down from his cabinet minister post, one thing is very clear, as I said, that change of guard is imminent. I mean, there's going to be no compromise on that. Now, the biggest challenge for the Congress party would be to ensure to effect a change of guard and make sure that the situation doesn't spiral out of control, which means that they don't break the party and they go and side with the BJP, which will then be in a position to form the government. Because once you see the crack in the ship, then you don't know for sure how many MLAs are going to switch sides and all. So I think there's a Herculean task in the hands of Dipinder Hooda and DK Shivkumar. DK Shivkumar has a history of making sure that the party gets out of trouble. But I think this is going to be one hell of a Herculean task for him as well.
We have a reaction coming in, Brijesh. Anurag Thakur is speaking about it. Just listen in.
फिर ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? सुखू ये भी कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी की वजह से डेमोक्रेसी डेंजर में है। आपको लगता है वो अपने आप को बचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? जिनके अपने परिवार न संभले, अपने विधायक न समझे, अपनी पार्टी न संभले और ठीकरा दूसरे पर डाले, जिनके अपने जिले में एक नहीं दो विधायक छोड़कर चले गए, उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्या कर सकती है? आखिरकार ऐसा क्या घटा कि ये घटनाक्रम हुआ? आखिर ऐसा क्या दर्द था जो बार बार रोज अखबारों में दिखता था? इनके विधायक खुलकर अपनी सरकार के खिलाफ बोलते थे, एक नहीं कई विधायक बोलते थे। क्या वो भी भाजपा करवा रही थी? ना जनता संतुष्ट, ना विधायक संतुष्ट। अब दिख रहे अधिकतर लोग रुष्ट।
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, that was in fact Anurag Thakur, who was giving a reaction to what is happening, saying that there is no point in blaming someone else for what's happening in one's own house. Brijesh, you heard what Anurag Thakur also said, that nobody seems to be happy within the party, nor are the MLAs are happy, nor are the people that are happy. So clearly the BJP did sense that discontent that was happening within the Congress, and they have also brilliantly used it in a manner in which benefited them in the RS elections.
Well, I think, one thing is for sure, Varghese, I mean, how you run your party is your internal matter. And if there is a section of your party which feels that, that they were the natural claimant for the post of chief ministership, and they were harboring, a resentment about the fact that the central leadership foisted another chief minister on their head. And when they saw the timing right, they switched side. This has happened several times in politics. And, the Congress, I partly agree with what Anurag was saying, that, the Congress has to make sure that they get their house in order. What happened yesterday was also a very stinging indictment of the functioning of Surender Shori as the chief minister himself, because you cannot run your party without not knowing that in a state where you have 43 MLAs and 9 MLAs decided to desert you. These 9 includes 3 independent MLAs who were supporting you, and there is a major dissension brewing within your party and you had no clue about it. Doesn't augur well for the chief minister as well, chief minister and his team as well. So I think it's hard time for the Congress party also to take a hard inward gaze to see what is wrong as far as the functioning of the state is concerned. What looks like is that most likely we can see Surender Shori being removed. One of the consensus, they might want to arrive at one consensual candidate who is going to be the next chief minister of Himachal Pradesh, to make sure that the government doesn't fall down. Because Varghese, remember, this is the only state where the Congress is in power on its own in the entire of north of India. So if they lose this, I think perhaps in the history of Congress's electoral battle, this will be the first time they will not have a government in the entire north of India.
Well, interestingly enough, as you pointed out, that this is probably the lone Congress government in North India, and that is why there will be desperate efforts to ensure that this government is in fact saved. But when you say it's going to be a consensus candidate, are we going to look at a consensus candidate who is probably going to be a person, just for the replacement as such, but having any actual role coming to what could happen? Because the question would be that there will be several strings attached to him.
Well, I think, right now the Congress leadership is not in a position of exerting too much on the way politics will pan out as far as Himachal Pradesh is concerned. Because, these MLAs have clearly shown their intent, what they want to do by doing cross-voting and making sure that Congress is the lone RS Rajya Sabha candidate loses from the state where they have an absolute majority. Apart from that, the BJP is also fishing in troubled waters, and any political party would do as far as, fishing in troubled water is concerned to form their own government. And with these people trying to, either opt out or not participate in division of vote as far as the budgetary session is concerned, would spell doom for the government. So I don't think that the central leadership has too much of a choice to effect as far as Himachal Pradesh is concerned. It has to be either they have to first find out who is leading this group of rebel MLAs, and going by the look of it, it looks that that they have the allegiance to Vikramaditya Singh, son of Veerbhadra Singh. And what started a year back, when there was a lot of protests when Sukhu was announced as the chief ministerial candidate, it'll be very, very interesting to see whether the clock turns back and Vikramaditya Singh is appointed as the next chief minister of Himachal Pradesh.
Well, Bridget, stay with us. We have some more reactions that is coming in. Let's in fact listen into it.
जो घटनाक्रम घटित हुआ है हिमाचल प्रदेश में राज्यसभा के चुनाव के परिणाम आने के पश्चात भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हमारे जो प्रत्याशी थे हर्ष महाजन जी वो जीते हैं और सरकार बहुत बड़े बहुमत में थी, उसके बावजूद भी जीते हैं। और स्वाभाविक रूप से जो जीतने के जो सारी चीजें घटनाक्रम जो घटित हुई हैं सब वहां पर, उसमें अगर हम देखें तो वर्तमान में कांग्रेस की सरकार को सत्ता में रहने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है, यही मैं कहना चाहता हूं। और वो अभी जो जानकारी हमने इस संदर्भ में खासतौर से जो घटनाक्रम घटित हुआ पिछले दिनों में, उसके बारे में अपनी जानकारी जो है हमने महामहिम राज्यपाल महोदय जी को दी।
मैं पहले तो ये बता दूं, स्पष्ट कर दूं कि गेम चेंजर भारतीय जनता पार्टी है और सुखू सरकार से लोगों की नाराजगी है ना। और अब तो गेम चेंजर क्या, अब तो देश में ऐसा माहौल बन रहा है कि जहां मोदी जी का रुतबा, उनकी कार्यशैली ऐसी बन चुकी है कि अब दूसरी पार्टी में वही लोग रह गए जो जिनको कोई और नहीं लेगा, किसी पार्टी में लेने चाहते हैं। और जो अच्छे अच्छे लीडर हैं वो सारा अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी की और ही देख रही है। फ्यूचर की पार्टी ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी है। और सबसे बड़ी बात है, जैसे हिमाचल में हुआ, हमने किसी से जो भी मैंने उनको विधायकों से बात की, मैं तो यहीं का स्थानीय आदमी हूँ और मैंने उनसे प्रार्थना की कि आप स्थानीय आदमी को आगे ले जाइए, आप अपनी अंतरात्मा से पूछिए और आप जो अपनी कार्यशैली है जो इस सरकार की, उससे नाराज हैं लोग, तो क्या इसका मतलब जो है, तो इसलिए मैं समझता हूँ मेरे को क्रॉस वोटिंग हुई है।
हमने तो शिकायत जिस तरीके का व्यवहार स्पीकर साहब का विधानसभा में है उसको लेकर के ही हमने सारी बात महामहिम राज्यपाल जी के समक्ष रखी है। एक तो हम ये कहना चाहते हैं कि जब भी कट मोशन लगते हैं तो उसके ऊपर चर्चा होती है, कट मोशन विपक्ष का अधिकार है और उसके ऊपर मत विभाजन होता है। तो जिस तरीके से विपक्ष की आवाज़ को दबाया गया और मत विभाजन में हमारी बात को सुना नहीं गया और उसके उपरांत हम अपनी बात को रखने के लिए अपने स्पीकर साहब के पास गए, वहां पर मार्शल लगा दिए गए और हम विधायकों के साथ हाथापाई हुई, वही बात हम आज यहाँ पर रखने के लिए आए हैं। और जो कुछ अप्रीहेंशंस हैं कि आज स्पीकर महोदय धक्के में कुछ भी इस विधानसभा में कर सकते हैं, ये शिकायत जो है हमने ऑनरेबल राज्यपाल जी के सम्मुख रखी है।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सभी सम्मान्य विधायक सम्मान्य राज्यपाल महोदय से मिले और सम्मान्य राज्यपाल महोदय जी को जो हिमाचल प्रदेश विधानसभा में जो पिछले कल घटा, ये शायद इतिहास में पहली बार ही घटा होगा, इसलिए उन सारे विषयों से सम्मान्य राज्यपाल जी को एक ज्ञापन दिया गया और उनको इन सारे घटनाक्रम से अवगत कराया गया और ये भी अवगत कराया गया कि वर्तमान प्रदेश सरकार अल्पमत में है।